Mux, did you know that Gemini actually means twins?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
And did you know that there are already lots of updates again?
No.
Yes.
Oh.
Well, then we look forward to it. We look forward. Let's see what happens. What happens? Advanced table formatting in Google Sheets. Google continues to improve tables in Google Sheets. You'll now find a new sub-menu for table formatting. This allows you to toggle grid lines on and off, use alternating colors, condense the view, and include a table footer. This helps you make your tables clearer and more professional. Aggregations for tables. Last year, Google introduced the new Group by View in Google Sheets tables, allowing you to group data based on a selected column. Now the ability to apply column-level aggregations while in this group view has been added. For example, you can see sums or averages directly in your group data. Multiple people chips in a Google Sheets cell. Google is further expanding the people chips feature in Google Sheets. Recently, it became easier to convert data into people chips. Now you can also seamlessly convert cells containing multiple email addresses into people chips. This is practical if you want to represent teams or project groups in a single cell, for instance. Custom chart groupings in connected sheets. Users of connected sheets can now create custom groupings for numeric values in charts. You can define the minimum and maximum values as well as the interval size of the groups yourself. This significantly improves the visualization of large datasets. More languages for code blocks in Google Docs. Since 2022, you've been able to format code in Google Docs using code blocks. Google is now expanding support to include many more programming languages, such as Go, Kotlin, PHP, Rust, TypeScript, HTML, CSS, SQL, and Bash/Shell. This makes collaborating on code within documents even easier and more readable. Generate document in Docs in more languages. With Gemini in Google Docs, you can use Generate Document to have documents created that include images, formatted text, tables, and content from your Drive files. This feature is now available in 7 additional languages, including German. Simply describe what you need and Gemini gets started. Help me write in Docs in more languages. The AI writing assistant Help Me Write in Google Docs, which helps you draft new texts or revise existing ones, is now also available in German. You can have a draft generated, select and refine existing text or adjust the length and tone. Summaries in Google Chat also in German. Gemini in Google Chat can help you summarize unread conversations in the chat home view. With a click on Summarize, you get a brief overview of the messages. This helps you quickly get an overview and set priorities. This function is now also available in German. Language settings for Meet notes and transcripts. You can now set your preferred language for the Take Notes for Me, recorded captions, and meeting transcripts features in Google Meet. This can be done either directly in the calendar invitation, which then applies to the entire series for recurring meetings, or during the meeting via the Meet app on Android and iOS. Improved email signature in Gmail for Android. If you haven't set up a mobile signature in the Gmail app on your Android device, your web signature will now be inserted when composing an email. This signature supports images, logos, and text formatting, just like in the web version of Gmail. If you prefer not to use it, simply set up a mobile signature. Data classification labels for Gmail generally available. The data classification labels for emails, previously introduced in beta, are now generally available. Administrators can use them to classify emails to enhance security. Features like auto-classification via DLP rules, instant rule application, sensitive content snippets, audit logs, and mobile support are included. Access Calendar via Gemini and Gmail in more languages. You can ask Gemini in the Gmail sidebar to perform actions in your Google Calendar or answer questions about it, like creating appointments or asking about your next meeting. This feature is now available in over 20 additional languages, including German. New sidebar with design elements in Google Slides. Google Slides gets a new sidebar on the right, making presentation creation easier. There you'll now find templates, image generation, and new design components. Also new are building blocks, pre-formatted content pieces like agendas or quotes, and easy access to millions of stock photos, web images, and GIFs. Existing features like templates, image generation, speaker spotlight, and slide recordings are also accessible there. Set default colors and fonts in Google Vids. In Google Vids, you can now set default colors and fonts for newly inserted scenes and objects like shapes or text boxes. You can find the setting in the toolbar under Customize Styles and then New Objects and Scenes. This saves time when designing your videos according to corporate design. Update AI voiceovers in Google Vids more easily. Google is improving the AI voiceover feature in Vids. If you change your scripts, you can now apply the changes to the AI voiceovers for each scene with one click. Existing voiceovers are automatically replaced and the scene length adjusts accordingly. Additionally, you can now see a preview of the entire script in the script panel. Deep research now with Gemini 2.5 Pro. Google Workspace users with access to the Gemini app can now use deep research with Gemini 2.5 Pro. This is currently the most powerful AI model and supports you even better as a personal AI research assistant. Simply select the model from the drop-down and start your research. Audio overviews now available in the Gemini app. Using the same technology as NotebookLM's audio overviews, Gemini app users can now generate podcast-style conversations based on documents, slides, and deep research reports. Upload files and listen to dynamic discussions between two AI hosts to gain new insights, even while multitasking. Audio overviews are available on the web and mobile and can be downloaded, currently only in English. Audio overviews in NotebookLM now in over 50 languages. While the feature is new in the Gemini app, Google has significantly expanded it in NotebookLM. You can now generate audio overviews in NotebookLM in more than 50 different languages, including German. You can upload sources for this in all supported languages, even mixed, and then generate the audio summary in your preferred language. Google indicates they will continue to improve this, and the new languages will likely soon be available in the Gemini app as well. Updates for sources in NotebookLM. NotebookLM gets new source management features. You can now use Discover sources to find related sources from the web and add them to your notebooks. Additionally, NotebookLM now better understands multimodal PDFs, including text, images, and graphics when you use them as sources. Tip of the month. Export content from Gemini to Google Docs, a small but very helpful tip. If you've used a prompt in the Gemini app, gemini.google.com, for example, to generate product ideas, you can easily transfer the results from Gemini into a Google Doc. Just click the share icon at the bottom and then select Export to Docs. Gemini will then simply create a new doc for you with the result as content. You can then continue working on it, for example, with your colleagues.
Sidebar and Google. Good solutions, good productivity.